So I get asked a lot of time, like, how did I get started in this? And the truth is I've been doing this for about 15 years, but I've been doing Fresh Chile, selling Hatch green chili for almost 7. Started off, owned a creative agency since 2011, and I had a Shopify brand called Oregon Mountain Outfitters in 2016. I started that in my garage. And the mission behind Oregon Mountain Outfitter was to help ease the burden for families on a reduced lunch program. And with every purchase, we would donate meals back to the Las Cruces Public Schools. In 2020, we paid off the debt for all the families on a reduced lunch program. I was recommended to my now partner, Randy, and his wife, who are making Hatch green chili, Hatch red chili in their kitchen, and he was giving it to his real estate clients. He was looking for someone who could put it online. To be honest, to get into the Hatch green chili market, it's a real small town, a small community, really ran by a handful of families. So you're either born into it or you're married into it. And I wasn't gonna do either one of those. So I think, the difference of what we were doing is I knew that I had to be on Shopify. That was the key. Everyone was just focused on wholesale directly to supermarkets and the groceries. And again, there's a lot of money in that for sure. But margins are, a lot slimmer, a lot tighter. It's definitely a volume game. And not everyone in America knows about Hatch green chili. So a limited market there too. So Randy was making this sauce for his clients. We put it on Shopify, and then sales started to climb. We poured the gas on with Facebook, sent email marketing, organic social like crazy. Going out to the farm just like we're doing now, live videos from the farm, picking up a burger, taking it to the farm. Our co-packer fired us. Couldn't handle the volume. So here we are. It's probably about July at this point. We'll start a chili season. We have no way to make more chili. We decided to open up our own facility. We looked at Hatch. Hatch has some challenges logistically, mostly real estate wise. But in Las Cruces, there was an old supermarket. We could build out a kitchen, loading dock facility. So that's what we did. We got to work with the city, worked with the planners. There's footage of me firing up the first roaster. Yo, dude, what you doing? That's real. Someone was driving on the side of the road, bro. Come on, bro. Don't be drinking on Saturdays, guys. So anyways, get the facility up and running by October with all the approvals. This is a miracle, thank God. We get the building up by October and we have 30 days. So now today, it's been about 6 years since we opened that facility. We were roasting and cooking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, nonstop, trying to keep up with demand. Since then, we've become the #1 Hatch chili store in America online. 90% of our sales are on Shopify. I definitely get a lot of DMs, people who want to help grow their business. And I don't know, I think everyone's always looking for a silver bullet to level up. I think it's good to ask questions. I think you should always be in DMs, be a part of, Slack groups, Discord, WhatsApp, whatever. Really, the main things I could tell you is consistency, communication, that leads to creativity. So those are the 3 C's that I live by. Consistency, communication, creativity. And you don't have creativity without the first 2. So, showing up every day, not just showing up, but having the right attitude, having the right mindset. It's so important. Communicating means communicating good and bad, and everything in between. In progress is good. Roadblocks are good. Being told no is good. You want to have everything be green lights, 1000%. That's what we're looking for, green lights. You have to understand the red and yellow lights. And people, they get frustrated unless they just have green lights, or they're waiting for permission to have a green light. You can't ask for permission to have a green light. You have to go and drive the car. I think that's just so important in communication that I had to learn I had to learn to communicate when something was yellow, when something was red, because it led to understanding how to unlock why it was red or how to push through when it was yellow. You know, a perfect example was like, how do we scale from 5 million to 10 million? You can definitely you can spend money and get to 10 million, but can you do it profitably, right? Can you do it with efficiency? Can you do it without your shipping department breaking? Can you do it to meet your inventory expectations for all your wholesale clients, for your subscribers, your members, you know, whatever it may be. So like understanding what red and yellow and green mean and how to kind of communicate around each of those signals is really probably the best advice I could give. It's gonna just be a beautiful day because I get to go see my son play football in Hatch. He's got a game and against Tatum. If you guys know where Tatum is, New Mexico, drop it in the comments. Not a lot of people do. And we're gonna have a good day. We're gonna eat a little chili cheeseburger, and we're gonna take the old road back home through Radiant Springs back to Las Cruces.